the Stade Louis II, home of the AS Monaco football and basketball teams, as well as playing host to World Athletics meets. In fact, it's the formidable running track that's utilised throughout the winter months by the resident tennis players of the Principality for their off-season training. 3 such players were in action on day 3 of the Monte-Carlo Rolex Masters, as they all looked for a safe passage through to the last 16 of this year's competition. Novak Djokovic resides in the Principality, but the defending champion was not being made to feel at home by Czech youngster Jiri Vesely. The world number 55 was looking the more likely to make the crucial breakthrough in set 1.
Got it. He's outmanoeuvred Djokovic.
After Djokovic took the second set at a canter, it looked to be business as usual, but Vesely continued to antagonise the world number 1, a break up early in the decider.
He anticipated well there.
If Djokovic was to stay in this tournament, he'd have to do it the hard way, saving match point on his own serve.
Just.
But remarkably, the 22-year-old kept the coolest of heads at crunch time, pulling out one of the shots of the tournament.
Oh, come on! How was that?
And the Czech number 2 went on to seal undoubtedly the biggest win of his young career.
Victory for Jiri Vesely over the defending champion and the current world number 1.
When I saw that Novak wasn't in his perfect form, then, I just tried to push it, and I was just saying all the time to myself, focus on each ball, point by point, and we will see. And, I think in the end I was very focused, and I think I coped with the emotions very well today.
For me, it was just very few things that I could take out from today's match as a positive. I was playing really, really bad, and but nothing taking away from my opponent's performance. He deserved to win.
Last year's beaten finalist and Monaco resident Thomas Berdych was first up on Court des Princes against world number 99 Damir DZUMHUR. The Bosnian had beaten Rafael Nadal in Miami already this season, and with a break in the opener here, was looking good to cause another shock. Berdych regrouped in the second to restore parity in the match after a one-sided tiebreak.
And that'll do very nicely.
But a breakdown again in the decider, and after squandering a golden opportunity to break back, Berdych was on the brink of elimination. Before long, the Bosnian number 1 had wrapped up the shock. 2016 is becoming quite some season for Damir DZUMHUR. One Monte-Carlo resident who did record a win in the second round was Milos Raonic, although the Canadian did require a third set tiebreak to eventually make it past marathon man Pablo Cuevas. 8-time champion Rafael Nadal would open his 2016 account in Monaco against British number 2 Aliash BEDENE. Nadal let one of 2 breaks slip when serving for the match, but was keen to push BEDENE all the way when the Brit was serving for survival. Moments later, this routine win was settled for the Spanish number 1. The 5th seed through to the last 16 with little fuss.
Nadal safely through in 2.
2014 champion Stan Wawrinka took to court Renier-Trois with arguably the toughest of the opening matches for the top 8 seeds. He took on German number 1 Philipp KOHLSCHREIBER, and after taking the opener on a tiebreak, looked on course for a routine win. After losing his break advantage, Wawrinka rallied to break again before the need for a tiebreak and went on to serve out the match.
It's a good start to his campaign here in Monte-Carlo, and there's no doubt about it.
There was good news for one-seeded French player as Gael Monfils breezed past Paolo Lorenzi, but not for another as Richard Gasquet was sent packing by compatriot Lucas Pouille. So with the seemingly unbeatable world number 1 exiting the tournament, the draw is now wide open. The remaining 16 players all take to court on third round Thursday.